Hello and welcome to Temperance Tarot. My name is Jessica. I'm so excited to have you here today. So for today, I am going to be doing a sacred exchange reading. I felt led to do this reading because I know that there's a lot of us out there that have felt like we have given everything that we could to see the things that we want to see come forward. And I do feel that a lot of us, especially during this eclipse season, we've just gone through so much and we've given up a lot and we've laid out a lot. But I do feel like there is a reason for the sacred exchange. And I feel like this is because we need to create room, create space, create energy for the things that we want, for the things that we desire. We are going to be reading from two decks today. The first deck is going to be the Thoth deck, which is going to be talking about your current energy. And then we're going to be going into the Rider Waite. And this is going to be the deck that is going to be showing us what is it that we're going to be leaving behind. What is it that Spirit's encouraging you to lay down for that is for you to come forward. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your sacred exchange reading. I am so glad that you are here today. All right, so let's get started. We're going to be tapping into your current energy. All right, so a couple of things I heard as I was getting ready to do your reading. So you've been seeking some clarity, and I feel like you've been looking outside of yourself for this clarity or these answers. You've been asking questions, but Spirit wants you to go within. The answers are within. That is the message that I heard. What you're looking for, the clarity that you're looking for, it's within. I also heard that it might take a few tries to gain that clarity. So I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be meditating or if you're going to be maybe taking some walks out in nature. Um, it's going to be a process, is what I'm hearing. So you're going to be maybe creating like a new ritual, new exercise routine, maybe. There's definitely going to be movement, is what I'm sensing here. Okay, so the answers are within, Pisces. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Chariot. Definitely some movement. I feel like with the Chariot is, I don't know, maybe you are in the middle of actually moving. And I feel like for some of you, it's not just like a little move, like you're like leaving. You're like either leaving out of the country or maybe moving to a new state or maybe even just to a new city. But there's there's something about where you are right now that you know it's like it's time to go. It's time to go. Now, I know not everyone is going to be, uprooting their life and moving somewhere completely different, but I also feel like there is something within that is shifting and changing. And maybe that's the movement or the change that is happening. It's like internal. Something inside of you is shifting. With a Knight of Swords, I feel like this is the energy of like you knowing when it's time to move. Like this Knight of Swords is, I feel like you're kind of going through something like where you feel like, okay, it's either I stay here and continue doing the same thing that I've been doing over and over, or I take my chances elsewhere. I also noticed something about this Knight of Swords that it actually seems like he's going back. So some of you guys might be going to like your old, maybe where you grew up. Like maybe you're going back to your hometown or something, but it's different now. Like people have grown up, people have gone older, like things have changed. Maybe even like the street where you lived at looks completely different now. So even though you're going back, it's going to be a completely different experience. And with the 9 of cups, I'm hearing that this shift, this move is going to be bringing a lot of new experiences. I don't know if you're moving because of a job or maybe you bought a new house, like I don't know, but it's going to be such a good move. Like the Chariot just feels like you're not only did this move need to happen, but or this shift needed to happen, but it's like it's timely. There's something about this that it just feels very timely. Like this is exactly when all of this was supposed to take place. I feel like a lot of the things that are happening, it's like all the pieces are falling into the perfect places. Like all the puzzle pieces are coming together very quickly, very easily. And again, even if you're not necessarily like physically moving, like there's a lot of things happening around you that are just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is working out. I can't believe that I got the promotion that I was hoping that I would get, and I got the answer back very quickly. Like everything's happening very quickly because all of this is just timely. Like something about this just feels like, okay, we need to get this done by this time. And I don't know, the number 9 stood out. So I don't know if this is like within 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months. But the number 9 is standing out for some reason. And I feel like these things, I think within the next within the next 9 days, you're going to get an answer that you've been waiting for. And that's just going to go into the 9 week process or the 9 week timeline where things are going to start unfolding very quickly within those 9 weeks. And then within the 9 months, it's going to be complete. Whatever this transition, I'm hearing the 999. I don't know. Maybe you can go back. I did a 999 portal reading. Maybe there's a message for you there. Um, because I'm getting that. I'm getting that number, the 999. So a lot of good things are going to be coming up. So let's see, what are you going to be releasing during the sacred exchange? Because whenever we move somewhere, whenever we go somewhere new, there's some things like I think about, I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking about you becoming like a minimalist where you're just kind of like leaving, some things behind that just really there's no room. I don't know, maybe there's no room in your moving truck or something like, or maybe the place that you're going to is a little bit smaller, so it's like you got to get rid of some stuff. Like that's how I'm kind of feeling this a sacred exchange. And here's the thing, like even though some of these things you're going to be leaving behind or giving up, like every time we give something up or we lay something down, something always greater and bigger comes to replace that. I know it's scary to give things up. I know it's scary to think that you're never going to have that again or see this again. Like, believe me, there's always something better on the other side of it. Like, there really, really is. And it's hard to believe at the time, but I'm just sensing that Spirit wants you to know that don't worry about what you're leaving behind. What is for you ahead of what is coming for you in the future, it's going to be so much better. All right, so we have the Page of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Emperor. Okay, so um, I'm just going to go ahead and say it because this is immediately what I got. I feel like I don't know if you are working for someone, but I'm kind of feeling like you're going to be becoming your own boss in some way. Even if you're not necessarily own your own company, but maybe you're being trusted with like some kind of project and you're going to be the one overlooking it. So I feel like you're no longer going to be working for someone anymore. I'm really feeling that here. Like, you're not going to be under someone's thumb anymore. And I feel like the Emperor is here just to show you, like, don't worry, you got this. Like, you don't always need someone telling you what to do. Like, you have the ability to create something new, to create something amazing. Like, you carry the wisdom, you carry the knowledge, you carry, you know, the means to be able to pull this off. So I feel like you're not going to be under someone's thumb anymore. So that's going to be something that I feel like you're going to be leaving behind, where this constant need to, to rely on somebody else to tell you what to do. Like, no, you you're going to be very, very independent in this next journey. And with the 8 of Swords, I heard victim mentality. I also hear like self-doubt and fear. Victim mentality, self-doubt, and fear. Because here's the thing, like, stepping into a new role or a new territory in general, it can be kind of scary. But when you go in with fear or self-doubt, or thinking that everyone's against you, it can be very difficult to grow in a new area. So spirit's encouraging you to not fall trap of these mindsets once you're in a new place, because they are going to be tempting to fall into those, this way of thinking, but it won't serve you, and it's only going to hold you back from growing into the person that you are now becoming. Okay. And with the Page of Wands again, like, I feel like you've learned so much, you've grown so much, you've gained a lot of knowledge. Like, it's going to sound a little weird, but because especially because you're going into a new place, new territory, like, this isn't necessarily a time to have a beginner's mindset, because you're going into this new place with a lot of knowledge. With, I don't know if like you've done your research and you've been able to like look up some of the things that are going on in this new area, or maybe this new job. Like, we're always growing, we're always learning, but don't doubt the things that you've learned. Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't feel like you don't know anything at all. Like, you actually know more than you know. You actually know more than you think you know. So, yes, be open to learning and to having new experiences, but also know that you carry a lot of knowledge. Like, you know a lot of things. So, if someone tries to like kind of, you know, tell you like, well, you don't know what you're talking about because you're not, you're new here. Like, well, I actually studied for this. So yeah, I do. Maybe I don't know, the program or the software that you guys run, but I know my shit. Okay. I know my shit. Don't try to tell me that I don't. So anyways, okay. So let's close your reading with a card of empowerment, because Pisces, I feel like you're on a really good road. I really, really do. And, for those of you that might be going back home where you grew up, like, I think there's something really good waiting there for you. I don't know. Maybe there's love. I don't usually do love readings, but I'm kind of sensing that. Like, maybe there's like an old flame there. And maybe that's why you're like running back to it so quickly. Because, like, I'm kind of feeling that you've been making connections and you're just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try it. Let me just see if this works. And I kind of feel like it might work. I don't know. I'm just saying. So, all right. I just threw it out there because I felt like spirit was just like showing me that some of you are running back to some old flames. So Keep me posted on that. All right, so it says internal garden. I take time to tend to my internal garden. I spend intentional time in meditation and self-care to cultivate my soul. Within myself, I grow to the fruit. Let me read this again, okay? I take time to tend to my internal garden. I spend intentional time in meditation and self-care to cultivate my soul. Within myself, I grow the fruit I eat for substance. Yeah. So, all right, this journey, it's going to be very exciting for you. But I also want you to make sure that you don't get too caught up in the excitement of it and you run the risk of burning out. So make sure that you're paying attention to yourself, to your body, to your mind, to your spirit, because I feel like there's going to be so much going on and you're going to want to do so much because this is all going to be really, it's going to happen so quickly. But just make sure you take some time to pause and just to take it in, to meditate, to just to check in within yourself, just to make sure that you're okay. Because change is exciting but also scary. All right, Pisces, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you have, please like and share, and I will see you guys next